Hello guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. Please subscribe and hit the bell icon button. Today we will discuss about how to create component by Angular CLI and what are the different files which are created and how is the structure of component class and how can we use it using selector attribute. So these will be the topics which we are going to cover. So Angular has provided CLI commands for creating the component ng g space c then component name or ng then space generate then space component then space component name. So both are the same commands for creating the Angular component. So if we hit this command, then we are going to see there will be four files like which we can see here. There are basically four create first one, customer.component.html, second one customer.component.spec.ts. So first one is a UI file, so where we can write our HTML code. Here second one .spec.ts is a unit testing file, so we can write unit testing code. Customer.component.ts, that is a TypeScript file where we create the class using the @component decorator. And this one customer.component.scss, so this is a CSS file. SCSS is a preprocessor. And last step, we need to update app module. We need to inject the dependency of this component into the app.module.ts. So if we are using feature module, then we can inject that newly created component into that feature modules declaration section. So we will see this command into our code as well. So I am here using Visual Studio Code. Here I will create customer component by the command ng space g space c. I will keep the name of the component as customer. Right, so I have executed the command ng gc customer. So it will create a customer folder with all the four files, and it will also update app module class. So it takes sometimes a couple of seconds to execute this command and created all the four files. So the benefit of using this Angular CLI is it will be creating the whole structure, all the four files by default, and also doing the dependency injection into app module. So there is no problem, or we will be facing no issues of injection or creating the structure or something. So it will be handling all the necessary updation or dependency injection or syntax by default. So here we can see there are four we have create. So first one is customer.component.html. So we can see this customer folder on left side. So first file is customer.component.html. So here we can say by default it created a one p tag with customer works text. Second file here is a customer.component.spec.ts. So here we can see on the third one. So this is the whole structure created for writing the test cases. So we will discuss about once we will be doing unit test cases for our Angular application. So Angular by default creates the structure for writing the unit test case. Third file is customer.component.ts, this one. So Angular has created this file by default with all the necessary requirements. So here we can say it has imported component on init from Angular /core, and it has the decorator @component, and it has attribute selector. So this is the selector which we will be using when we want to use this customer component on different HTML page. So here this is a template URL where we specify the path of the HTML file. Style URLs, we specify the path of the SCSS file or CSS file. This is the export, so we are exporting this component so that other classes or module or components can use this customer component. So this is the class, TypeScript class basically. So right now this is implementing onInit hook. So by default it is generating the structure of onInit hook implementation. So onInit requires ng onInit method to be implemented. This is the constructor. So this is the where we can specify like this is the same like we do in Java and .NET while creating the object or instances. So this is the component.ts structure. Last one is customer.component.scss. So this one, this is the file. So right now this is the by default it is empty file. So here if we want or if there is a need, then we can create our files. Like if I want to create some color class or suppose bg color class, bg-color class, then I can create like this color suppose red. So this is the way we can create class and use it on our HTML page. Like if I want to use this on customer1.component on p tag, I will just write class equal to bg hyphen color. So this way we can use it, right? So by default Angular CLI has created all the 4 files: component, HTML file, SCSS file, spec.ts file and .ts file. And last one, update. So it has also updated app.module.cs. So it has injected the dependency. If I move to app.module.ts file, here I can see this customer component inside this declaration section. This is the array. So this is a kind of dependency injection. So here we are injecting our customer component dependency so that it is enabling this customer component throughout the app module. Now we can use this customer component in other different modules. So this is a very important step which we need to do. Okay, now I want to use this customer component which we have created. This is the selector. So I will be using this selector keyword and will be displaying on app.component.html. So app-customer, right? So this is the selector which we use like this. So now we can see the text on HTML file. Sorry, this one. So this HTML file customer works text should be visible on app.component.html file. So we can see this text. Here you can see customer works in red font. So we have done basically 2 things. First one, we have applied the class. If I come to this customer.component.html, bg color, so it has changed the font color to red, and also this text we can see. So what we have done, we just use that selector onto this app.component.html. So if we change the color of this, suppose this color to blue, and font size, suppose font size to something 20 pixel, and font weight bold, so it should automatically reflect on this page. We need to refresh this browser. So all the changes that we are doing there, so we can see the color is changed to blue and font color is also changed. So as mentioned, so as we discuss into this CLI, These are the four files: TypeScript, HTML, CSS, spec file, and we need to inject the dependency into app module. This is the structure we have already discussed, and this is the way we can use selector attribute. So thank you guys. So this way we can use our customer component and create it via Angular CLI. So thank you for watching. Please subscribe my YouTube channel, hit the bell icon button. Thank you.